Okay, the Lions take advantage of a program which encourages NFL teams to look outside of the US to bring in football players from other parts of the country. And so the Lions take advantage of this. I didn't even know this was a thing. I'm going to share it with you how the program works. The player that we got, 6'5", athletic, fast, like, okay, and see how he actually fits on our team. So the program incentivizes teams to go out, get some international talent, and basically what happens is they don't count against your 90-man roster. So right now you can have 90 players here as we get going into training camp and stuff, and then they get dwindle it down to 53 men. But at first, so it's like a free, I don't know, just give it a shot. So we go out, find a guy, 6'5", tight end, to give it a shot. So let's take a look at this guy. He's an Australian tight end, and he comes to us. I mean, let's go. Look at this guy. Love it. Okay. So the Detroit Lions were only one of 8 teams. I'm really surprised by that in this year's NFL International Player Pathway Program. So this guy, Patrick Murtaugh, and I'm probably saying his name wrong, but he's 6'5", 220, and a track athlete from the Aussie Football Rule League. So I'll get to that in a second. How it's not American football and it's not rugby. Get to that in just a second. But he reportedly wowed the crowd at the International Combine back in October with his pure athleticism. Oh, and by the way, his punting skills. All right, whatever. And so he says he's very familiar with American football, loves American football, watched it, knows what's going on. So it's not like he's totally like, I have no idea what's going on. I guess his team's the Broncos. So he just kind of watched the Denver Broncos. And here's some clips of this guy. I mean, he's fast. He's somebody that we can actually probably use. So I'm going to show you just kind of how he fits. This video is not playing. There we go. Yeah, so this is back in the combine back in October. They have an international combine, bringing guys that are familiar with the game, can play it. Yeah, he can actually punt, but at 6'5", 220, and you tell me, I mean, one of the easier positions to just kind of pick up your raw athlete to come in seems like tight end, doesn't it? I mean, so that makes sense. And I just love that the Lions are taking advantage of finding a position or finding another player. It's just another player that you get to add for free to try out, see what happens. Maybe he never makes the team. Fine. Maybe he makes the practice squad. Maybe he makes the actual team, because tight end is an area that we really are realizing how weak we were there. So let's look at the difference between, you can see here, American rules football is not rugby. They make it very clear. I'll just do high level on this. It's not football either. It's almost like a blend between the two. So as we know, rugby is nothing like American football. So it's a blend between the two. So, you know, you're not coming in totally raw and like, I don't even know the rules. I don't know. He knows the rules. He's been watching. And what he's currently playing now is very similar, but not quite American football. So you look at the depth chart at tight end. Look at what we had. We had Brock Wright, Shane Zylstra, fine, and James Mitchell. Now all of a sudden you get Sam Laporta, Brock Wright, James Mitchell, and now you add this guy, a 6'5" tight end that can run. He's a track athlete. I don't know, right? Yeah, he's got to learn the game. There's different things he's got to do. Can he take a hit? All those things, we get that, but it's just another move by the Lions to bring in some athletic ability. Why not? I'm stunned that only 8 teams found somebody to bring in. Maybe there's just not enough international talent. And I mean, I don't know, that maybe that's part of the scouting. I just feel like you could bring in, I would absolutely take a swing on an athletic guy that's willing to come to your team and doesn't count against your 90-man roster. Let's do it. So now all of a sudden, our tight end room that was very, because James Mitchell was a 5th-round pick that was injured. I mean, he was kind of getting it, but at the same time, I mean, Zylstra, no. Brock Wright, yeah, had that cool catch against the Jets, but I mean, is he your go-to tight end when you need him? No, he's a nice piece. He's a guy that's going to play a little bit, special teams. Like, that's what he should be. Sam Laporta, let's go. I mean, he's a very athletic tight end that can catch the ball in the backfield, can block a little bit. James Mitchell, same thing. But now if you like, Zylstra gone, James Mitchell's in here as like your 3rd guy, and then this guy comes in and play. I mean, you know, again, who knows? So let me know your thoughts in the comments if you know the differences between the Australian Football League and American football. Let me know. I know we got some Australian guys that follow the channel. It's just pretty cool. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Here it is. He does not count against the team's 90-man roster. So it's just a free player tryout. See what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on this, because I'm just excited. And here's what this has produced some NFL talent in the past. So right now there's 4 of these players on NFL rosters. And look, I've never heard of them, so it's not like the greatest thing ever. But look at this. I mean, there's 4 guys that have done it. And so Murtaugh enters a fascinating competition at tight end that will feature a bunch of young talent, including second-round pick Sam Laporta and last year's James Mitchell. What I love is we are just filling up talent all over the place. And it's pretty remarkable that Brad Holmes has taken a team over that was bad. The Quinn Trisha teams were bad, and he gutted it. I mean, he took it down to the studs in order to start rebuilding it. So it got really bad, really dark there for a year. And then in just 2 more off seasons, he's got us talent. He's got us depth. I mean, let's look at the roster one more time. All of a sudden, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Jameer Jefferson, Craig Reynolds. I mean, that running back room looks really nice. Wide receiver, Jameson Williams comes back. That is a great. Amon-Ra St. Brown is just one of the top receivers in the NFL. Marvin Jones can still get it done. Khalif Raymond. I mean, wide receivers, nice. Tight end, much improved. Offensive line, we know, is already really good, one of the top in the league. And then look at the depth at defensive end. Romeo Okwara, Julian Okwara, those guys were like the players back in the Quinn Trish era. They probably won't make the team. Josh Paschal, Levi maybe comes back. John Kaminsky, Aiden Hutch. I mean, just the defensive line alone has just improved. Broderick Martin was who we just picked up. Linebacker. Remember, we had Jalen Reeves-Maybin. This is just a couple of years ago. We had Jalen Reeves-Maybin and Alex Anzalone, and it's just like, gee whiz, this is not going well. Next thing you know, we find a stud in Malcolm Rodriguez. Derek Barnes is okay. He can handle it once in a while, right? He's nothing. But Jack Campbell, we just inserted the best linebacker in college football. It just, no one debates that. They just debate when you should have picked him. But he's the best linebacker in college football. Is now going to be on your team. And then, of course, the secondary, Cameron Sutton, CJ Gardner. And here's what I love. We got rid of our 2. Just kind of, Okudah and Swift. I love that. Just guys, I don't know, maybe you'll be good somewhere else and whatever, but it's just, we got to move on from you. And we did it. And we got some draft picks, and I love it. Awesome move to get rid of those 2 guys, because Swift, okay, man, it's been 3 years. Like, you don't play. And even when you're healthy, we can't really put you in. And Okudah, hey, man, had some bad luck. We got to move on. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I absolutely love this pickup. Gives us something to look forward to, watch him in camp. And he's one I'm definitely going to have my eye on. 6'5", 220, track star. I don't know. Let's do it. See you on the next one.